Hello, welcome to my channel and welcome to your pick a card reading. This pick a card reading is called How to Not Be Single AF. Now, what you're going to want to do is pick a stone or a number that resonates with you. This is stone number 1. This is the rose quartz. This is stone number 2, the citrine crystal. This is stone number 3, the amethyst. And this is stone number 4, the sodalite. So go ahead and pick a stone or a number that resonates with you. Then go to the description box below and find the timestamp for the stone or the number that you chose and fast forward to your reading. Enjoy! You have chosen number 1 with the rose quartz stone. Let me just go ahead and put that off to the side, and we are going to get right into your reading. Now, just remember, this reading is called How to Not Be Single AF. So I'm going to pull a couple cards for you and we will see what's going on. I have already pre-shuffled my deck. And let's see. The first question we're going to ask is where you are currently. What is the energy currently surrounding you as a single person? Okay. Well, the card that flipped over is the Sun. The Sun is the most positive card in the whole deck. That is pure positivity, happiness, abundance, joy, everything. So let's get a couple more cards and see where this reading is going. So what is it that you still need to work on? Okay, so the card that came out for something that you still need to work on is the moon. So the moon can mean a couple of different things. It can mean insecurities, secrets, but we'll look into that. Also, these are two major arcana that popped out, the moon and the sun. So the next question is, how can you attract this person, this old person, or a new person into your life? Okay, so the card that came out for you is Death and Rebirth. So to attract a new person or to attract an old person back into your life, it looks like there's something that you're going to have to let go of and start anew, basically. There's something that you're still holding on to, having to do with this past relationship or this past breakup that you need to let go of. And let's see, the next question is, how will you meet this person, this new person? How will you meet this person? Okay. 3 of Wands. 3 of Wands is, it's planning. It's like the first stages of planning. You could be planning a trip or waiting for your wave. You see how she's surfing and she's kind of just waiting for the right set. So you never know. Maybe you'll meet your person surfing if you're a surfer or at the beach, but we'll get into that. And then let's see, what is the potential outcome for this reading? Okay, that is a lot of cards. So I'm going to put these back. What is the potential outcome? Okay, the potential outcome for this reading is the 9 of Pentacles. And I like that because the 9 of Pentacles is like kind of harvesting what you have grown. It's like you've planted the seeds, the fruit has grown, and now you're picking it from the tree. So currently where you are is the sun. So the sun is about success, abundance, positivity, love, manifesting. This card is everything positive and good. So where you are currently is a really positive state. You've probably been working on yourself and really working on your happiness. And one of the things I can say with manifesting love is that if you don't first love yourself, then you will not manifest love. You first have to be the love that you want if you want to attract that love into your life. And it looks like you have been doing a lot of work, especially on your positivity. So this is prime love time. Next, we have the moon. And the moon is what you still need to work on. So the things that you still need to work on. The moon has to do with, trusting your intuition, facing your fears. But in this reading, the moon is the resistance that you're putting on your manifestation, which is love. And if you follow the law of attraction, you would know that resistance is basically negativity that you put on your manifestations. And you do that by saying things to yourself like, I'll never get that. People like me don't attract people like that. Yes, they do. And the only person in the way is yourself. So you really have to stop the negative thinking and stop the negative things that you say to yourself. Then here, um, with death and rebirth, um, this is how that you can attract a new person into your life. And I think it kind of keeps going back to the moon because you're really going to need to let go of this old self negative talk. You want to let the door to negativity close and open a new door to positivity. Also, the only way you can align with what you're manifesting is with pure positive energy. And you get that by meditating. So, next we have the Three of Wands, how you're going to meet this person. So, this card talks about waiting for results, but I kind of think in this card it is waiting for the right set to appear. It also has to do with opportunities, and I think you are going to have a lot of opportunities in love. So much that you might have to wait for the right one to come around. And you'll meet this person doing something that you really love. For example, if surfing is what you really love, you could potentially meet this person at the beach. Now, the outcome is the Nine of Pentacles. And let me show that card to you again. This is personal achievement, milestones, and a successful harvest of your manifestations. But to me, this card looks like happiness, positivity, joy. It's like you wanted something, you manifested it, you got rid of the resistance, and now, boom, happiness is just pouring out of you. And look at that lady again. She is ecstatically happy. When you get into this state, this happiness state, you can manifest anything that you want. So, for this reading, How to Not Be Single AF, you really need to work on manifesting from pure positivity. Once you let go of the negative self talk and quiet your mind, there's going to be so many love opportunities that come in for you. And you will have to wait for the right person to come along. So now what I'd like to do is get a bunch of oracle messages. I've already pre-shuffled, but let me just shuffle one more time. I want to ask the angels if they can tell us when this person might be coming in, or any information about this person. Angels. Ooh, success. Okay, yes, we like success. This is going to be a very successful relationship that comes in for you. So the angels definitely want you to know that you are going to be successful at this. And I do see success here. You know, you're letting go of the negative self-talk, and then you're finally harvesting those pentacles. So let's see if they have any other messages. Okay, one flipped over. Yes. Okay, so success and yes, these are all positive. Very, very awesome. Now with timing, is there any timing? Okay, so the next card that came out is look for a sign. So looking for a sign to me is like looking for, synchronicities or when that song comes on. So there is going to be a very successful relationship coming in for you. And one place that you can definitely look for signs is when you meditate. When you meditate, you can get signs, you can get answers to all of the questions that you have. So go within for the answers. Unfortunately, the angels didn't want to give me a specific timing for when this person is going to come in, but I think if you're putting in the work and you're meditating, I think that answer will come to you while you're meditating. Now, I also want to do your energies because I want to see if there's anything in your chakras that you may need to work on or let go of. Now these cards are really thick, so I'm going to do these a different way. Okay, so the first card that comes out for you is Tender Embrace. And I think I'm just going to get that one. That's the only one I'm feeling called to get right now. Now let me go ahead and show you this card, the Tender Embrace card. This card actually comes from your heart chakra. This is where love comes from, your compassion, forgiveness, unconditional acceptance, inner peace, and wholeness. That's where this all comes from. So the main takeaway with this card is compassion. Compassion for other people, but also compassion for yourself. So today, tomorrow, or in the next few days, do something kind and compassionate for another human being. Look at a stranger in the eye and smile. Open the door and hold that door open for a stranger. Where are the areas in your life where you can be more kind, caring, and compassionate to others, but also more kind, compassionate, and caring to yourself? Release yourself from the burdens of wanting to be perfect and just allow yourself to be human. Be kind for no other reason as to just be kind. And I think this card kind of ties in perfectly with the whole theme of this reading, which I feel is just coming from a place of positivity and manifesting from a place of positivity. Because if you're not manifesting from a loving, compassionate place, you're not going to get that loving compassion back to you. And we definitely want that. We want this to come back to us. So, work on your heart chakra. Try opening up your heart chakra a little more this week. And last but not least, let's finish up with a self-care oracle message. So let's see. Two cards came out for you. So the first one is Look to the Stars. And the second one is Chanting. Where am I going to put this? So let's look at this card first. Look into the stars. So what this card actually talks about is astrology. Do you know anything about astrology? Are you an astrologer, or do you just look up your horoscope? So one of the things with this card, it would like you to kind of get more familiar with astrology and the things that happen with, the full moon, the new moon, and all the cool things that happen in between. We have those the transits that are happening. Um, we have like the Aquarius new moon. Now we're kind of moving into the Leo full moon season. And depending on the signs that you have in your birth chart or where the signs are placed in your birth chart will determine how all of these things personally affect you. So, the first place that you could start is astrologycafe.com or astrologycafe.org, because what you can do is you can actually pull up a free birth chart and you just put in, the time and date you were born and the location, and it will give you your full natal chart. And then that way you can actually see where Aquarius falls in your chart and with house it's going to be affecting during this new moon or this full moon. So definitely take a little look at that. The next card that came out is the Chanting card. Now, the place that I do chanting is in my yoga class or in my meditation class. In both of those places, we will chant and we chant out loud in front of the whole class. And at first, when you first do it, it's kind of one of those things where you're a little shy to, sound your voice out in front of the whole class. But it's actually a cool experience when you do it with a whole group of people because you actually connect to everyone. So, another thing the universe would like you to look into along with astrology and knowing where, things appear on your birth chart so you know how they affect you is chanting and really getting comfortable and familiar with your voice. Now, if you can't go to a meditation class or a yoga studio like me because I'm in LA and everything is still closed, you can always do a Zoom class. But another way that you can let your voice be heard is by singing. And I love this because I am one of those people that gets in my car and sings. If you saw me on the freeway, I would be singing in my car. So, along with all of these wonderful messages for you, all of the positivity that's going to come in, remember to be kind and compassionate and be the compassion that you want to receive. Look into astrology and see how things lie on your natal chart because it might explain some up and downs in your moods and things like that. And then also get really comfortable with your voice and your voice audibly out loud. And the easiest way for me is to sing. So get in your car, turn your music up, and sing. So I hope you enjoyed your reading for this week. If you enjoyed this reading, please make sure to share it with others who will also enjoy it. If you're not subscribed to my channel, hit the subscribe button and also hit the little bell icon so you can get notified when I upload new videos. Until we meet again, bye!
You have chosen number 2, the citrine crystal. Let me just put this over here to the side and let's go ahead and get the cards for your reading. Well, that card wanted to just flip right over, so where you currently are is the Five of Wands. So the Five of Wands is a card of struggling, conflict, disagreements. So let's put that there. So that's where you currently are. And you know what? I just realized that I do not have my mic on. So let's see if I can.
So let's get back to this Five of Wands, where you are currently. Okay? The Five of Wands is about competition, conflict, but it could also mean being pushed by others. But really, this is a need to win at all costs. Winning is the only thing on your mind, and you don't care how you win as long as you win. Because if you look at these cards, that guy on the top of the pile is doing anything he can to get to that fire. He doesn't care about stepping on those people or breaking their wands. All he wants is the fire. That might be why you are single AF. Then here with the world, what you still need to work on. The world is the final step. It's the completion. It's like the last missing puzzle piece. And to be honest with you, I think the missing puzzle piece has to do with the Five of Wands, winning at all costs. Because when you treat people badly and you walk all over them, you might forget about it. They might even forget about it, but the universe never forgets about it. I feel like the universe really wants you to look at how you're treating other people and be honest and see if there's anything that you can change so that you can bring this cycle to an end. Because in the energy world, you attract what you put out. So if you're attracting stuff you don't like, look inside and see what you can change. Then over here, how you're going to attract this person is the Six of Wands. The six is about success, accomplishment, and being seen because this person looks like she is performing on a stage in front of a lot of people. I personally think how you're going to attract this person is when you change this energy from the five and you bring this cycle to an end. Because what I think is going to happen is that you get seen. And what I mean by that is your energy changes. And it changes from the Five of Wands to the Six of Wands. It's like a whole new person, it's a different person. This might even be somebody that you know. And maybe when this Five of Wands energy changes, they're not necessarily attracted to this conflict and arguing, excuses, and all that stuff. They're not attracted to that. But when your energy changes to the Six of Wands, your mood changes. Maybe your light changes. Maybe you start lighting up, or your confidence is shining again. And that's what they're attracted to. And here, Two of Pentacles, how you will meet this person. The two is about juggling things and finding balance. Now, we all wear different hats and have multiple roles. And for example, if you're a working mom, you probably have to juggle taking care of your kids, your job, putting food on the table, and so much more. So, yes, you might be juggling a lot, but balance also means taking care of yourself and doing positive things for yourself. So, I think you'll meet this person when you're taking care of yourself. And this can mean so many things. It could be something like going to a yoga class or a meditation class, or maybe you haven't been to the gym in a while and you decide to go and then you meet somebody at the gym. Then lastly here, the outcome is justice. Justice is basically karma. So for example, if you're still living in this Five of Wands energy and that's what you're putting out into the world, then that's what you're going to receive. Like I said in the energy world, you get what you send out. You attract what you send out. So if you change and start being the love that you want, you will attract the love that you want. So let go of this Five of Wands energy and really look inside and see what you can change to get to this energy. Now, let's get some messages from the angels and see what they have to say and see like if they can give us some timing. When is this new person gonna come in? Okay, so the first card that came out is trust. So you have to have faith and trust in the universe and trust that the universe will bring things to you at the correct time. So you can't rush the universe. The universe knows when the right time is to bring something to you, and it knows if you're working on something or not. Okay, so the second card out is reconsider. So there may be something that you are thinking about doing or not doing. Maybe you're like, I'm not going to change. I'm just going to be a bee forever. Well, the angels would really like you to reconsider that. Reconsider how you're treating people and what you need to change. Don't just go blaming other people for what you're experiencing, because what you're experiencing is what you're attracting. So change it if you don't like what you're receiving. Now let's get one more message from the angels. Anything else? Okay. The last card that came out is be assertive. So you definitely want to be assertive because you don't want to let an opportunity pass you by. But again, you don't want to be the Five of Wands. And I definitely feel like there is a balance there between being assertive and conflict and winning at all costs. Okay, so just be careful of that energy. Now I'm going to get one of these chakra cards for you because I want to see if there's anything lying in your chakras that you might need to work on as well, so that you can bring this new person in even faster. Okay, so the card that came out for you is Tender Embrace. Now let me show that card to you. Tender Embrace. This card actually comes from your heart chakra. So it would make sense that since this is a love reading, that this would come from your heart chakra. Now, the Tender Embrace card, this card is really about compassion and having compassion for other people. I personally think this is the perfect card for you, especially if you do have this Five of Wands energy, because one of the things that this card really would like you to do is to go out and be compassionate to a stranger. Every day this week, be compassionate to a stranger on the street. And what that can mean, or what that would look like, is hold the door open for somebody. Look somebody in the eye and say thank you. Or if somebody holds the door open for you, acknowledge them and say, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Release yourself from the need or the want to be perfect. And for this week, be kind for no other reason and see the miracles that appear in your life. Now I'm going to finish up with a self-care message. self-care message do you have for group 2? All right, so the self-care message that popped out for you is beauty ritual. I like that. Now, again, I also think this was a great card for you. The mantra with this card is I am beautiful inside and out. And this card really wants you to plan a beauty ritual. And what a beauty ritual is just doing something for yourself. And I think I said that with the Two of Pentacles, like balancing things and really, going out and doing that yoga class or that meditation class. Beauty rituals really help us get back to our like yin energy, that feminine, that sexual feminine energy that we all have. And as women, we are all beautiful women. And finding a beauty ritual to instill that in you is something that the universe would really like you to do at this time. And so this can look different to everyone. For me, a beauty ritual might be going and getting a facial or, going and getting my nails done. But again, this can look different to everyone. This can be like, getting your hair done or your makeup done or buying a new outfit for yourself that you really, really love to wear. And for some people, a beauty ritual could even mean getting a tattoo. So, how can you incorporate beauty into your life or a beauty ritual into your life right now? I hope you enjoyed your pick a card reading for this week. If you enjoyed your reading, please share it with others who will also enjoy it. If you're not subscribed to my channel, hit the subscribe button and also hit the little bell icon to get notified when I upload new videos. Until we meet again, bye! You have chosen number 3 with the amethyst. Let me just put this off to the side. I have already pre-shuffled your cards, so let's get right into your reading. Okay, so let's see, where are you currently? Okay, currently, Two of Swords. So there might be a decision that you have to make that you're having trouble deciding on. You might be at a crossroads. There might be a fork in the road. So what is it that you still need to work on? I'm just going to take these. I'm getting the feeling I'm going to take these. Should I take these? I think I am. Okay. So what you still need to work on is the Six of Cups. The Six of Cups is nostalgia. This is like thinking of the past, reliving things that happened in the past, or like not being able to take your mind off somebody from the past. Then the second card that came out, how you can attract this new person into your life, the Ten of Pentacles. The Ten of Pentacles is this happy family, this happy life. Actually, if you look at this card, there's like the mom, the dad, the kids, and the dog, and they're all super happy. So, how will you meet this person? How you're going to meet this person? Five of Swords. Now, let's see what the potential outcome. The potential outcome is the Fool. Okay, a new beginning. I like this. So, let's talk about it. Where you currently are is the Two of Swords. The Two of Swords is the card of being at a crossroad. And it's like a crossroad of making a difficult decision and choosing the best route. So the birds could represent people, talking in your ear, saying to go this way or that way, but really, you are the only person who can choose the path that you walk down. Okay, so currently there is some sort of a decision or a crossroads that you are at. Then what you still need to work on is the Six of Cups. Now, like I said before, this is nostalgia, reconnecting with people from your past, and sometimes it talks about soulmates. Now, I think you're having a really hard time making a decision about an ex. Maybe this person is the kind of person who comes in and out of your life whenever they want, and you are at a crossroads because maybe you thought this person was going to be your soulmate, except your soulmate wouldn't do this to you. So I think you need to make a decision on whether or not to allow this person to keep, doing this to you. Are you going to allow them to keep doing it, or are you going to call it quits? Then over here, how you can attract a new person into your life, you have the Ten of Pentacles. This is the card this is kind of like the sun. So this is spiritual abundance, material abundance, and positivity. Now, something that I always say is that in the energy world, you attract what you send out. So how you attract a new person is by being the positivity that you want, because like attracts like. Then here, how you will meet this person, you have the Five of Swords. And this is kind of interesting on how you'll meet them, because if you look at this card, let me show that to you. If you look at this card, there was a fight that went on here, and the other guy won. This guy did not win. This guy back here, he won. But he won unfairly. He cheated. And now he's standing back there and he's gloating about his win. He's bragging about it. The Five of Swords talks about when you lose an unfair battle, what you gain is your pride. So sometimes when we lose a battle or when we realize that someone is no good for us, that can really leave you feeling drained, depressed, depleted. And right now, if you're trying to attract someone, work on self-improvement. Upgrade your skills, learn something new so that you don't get into these unfair battles again. So, where you might meet someone new is by doing some self-improvement. Maybe you take a language class or a photography class, or you go to a dance class. And when you do these new things, you will meet new people. Because here, the last card, the outcome, is the Fool. The Fool is the new beginning. It's enthusiasm, it's new adventures, it's dreams coming to life, and a new beginning in love. So let this past person go and be the abundance that you want to receive. Remember, like attracts like. And I think the Five of Swords may be how you feel when you finally let go of your ex. Depressed, depleted, but don't worry, because you have a new love beginning. A new love is coming in for you. Now, let's get some messages from our angels and see if they can give us just a little more information on this new relationship or when this person is going to be coming into your life. Okay, So the first message that came out from the angels is ask for help from others. So when you're at a crossroads and you don't know what kind of a decision to make, reach out to the people around you. Reach out to your friends or your family members, your sister, your brother. Ask your friends and family members what they think of this person. Now let's see if we can get a couple more messages from the angels. Anything else? Yes, forgiveness. So the thing with forgiveness, um, forgiveness, I know a lot of people think that forgiveness is more to like forgive the other person for the wrongs that they did, but forgiveness is actually more for you so that you can let go of what somebody did so that it no longer like holds on to you. And so another message from the angels is that, even though if this past person, did something wrong or did something bad, it's not good to hold on to resentment. And it's good to forgive that person, not to forget what they did to you, but so that you can let it go and move on. Okay, so ask for help from others and forgiveness. Now, are there any other messages? Well, abundance wanted to pop out, and it goes right under the abundance from the Ten of Pentacles. So I think this is just kind of like reiterating the fact that if you want this super abundant, positive, happy relationship to come in for you, you have to be the abundance that you want. Once you are being that abundance and your light is shining again, you will attract that new person. Now, I'm also going to get one of these chakra cards because I want to see if this is lying in any of your chakras and if there's anything that you can do to kind of help the process. Oops. That one wanted to flip, but it didn't. Okay, any chakra messages? So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to split the deck. Okay. So the message that came out for you is time machine. Did I show that to you? Time machine. Now, time machine comes from your first chakra, your red chakra, your root, your base. This is the earth energy. This is where actually pentacles come from. This is where family comes from, and stability, security, and the material world. That's where this chakra lies. So with the time machine, what the concept of the time machine is, it's about old patterns and lessons and things that just keep coming back again. And if this X is somebody that's been coming in and out of your life again, then this is something that it's something that you're holding in your root, in your base. And this is definitely something that you should work on because sometimes we walk blindly into the same old patterns and habits that were set there from the past. And sometimes when you feel yourself or you actually end up back in that old pattern, the best thing to do is to just take a moment and have compassion for yourself because we all make mistakes and clarity comes from learning from your mistakes. History repeats itself only if you allow it to repeat itself. So, a couple things that you can ask yourself having to do with this time machine card are in this situation, in the situation having to do with this past relationship, what can I learn from those who came before me? You know, one of the things with asking for help from others is if something like this happened to one of your friends or family members, you can ask them for advice and you can ask them what they did. So when you see these old patterns starting to, resurface again, just know the time is ripe for change. So with this card, really look at some of the past things that, you know, that just reoccur, the things that keep coming back, the old patterns that keep coming back. And look at those old patterns and see, what can you learn from them and what are you not going to do again, especially with an ex that keeps coming in and out of your life. I would say that if anything, to learn from, letting that person back in and to not do that again. But only you can make that decision. Now, I'm going to finish up with a self-care oracle message. What kind of self-care message do you have for group 3? Oh, well, there are a couple cards that popped out. I'm going to put those back. What self-care message do you have for group 3? Ooh, that one flew onto the floor. Okay, the self-care message that you have is flow like water. And it's kind of funny that I put it right underneath the Fool because they kind of look similar. The mantra with this card is I give thanks for the abundant waters of Mama Gaia. Now, what this card is really wanting you to do is to work with water. Because water is one of those elements where you can actually set your intentions in water. Another thing that water does is water cleanses you. So you can take a salt bath and cleanse yourself energetically. But another thing that you can do to work with water is you can actually manifest with water. And how you would manifest with water is you would get a glass, like a glass jug or a glass jar, and you can write your intentions with a marker, a permanent marker on the outside. And you can actually leave the water outside in the moonlight to charge, especially during a full moon or a new moon, depending on what kind of energy you're working with. And then once that water is not only charged with the intentions that you wrote on the side, but also that moon energy, you then drink the water and you actually drink your intentions. Because if you don't know that water actually holds, um, like energetically, water holds on to words. And I know that that sounds strange, but I think it's Dr. Emoto. If you Google search Dr. Emoto's water experiment, he actually talked to water and then froze the water. And when he said positive things to the water froze in like these really beautiful kind of flowery shapes. And when he said really bad, horrible things to the water, it looked really, it looked a lot different. The water froze a lot different. And so water actually can hold vibration in it. So if you need help with manifesting or, letting go of something, you can actually write those intentions on a bottle, a glass bottle, and then drink that water, and it can help you. And then lastly, this card would just kind of like you to find different ways of connecting with water. And you can connect with water so many different ways. You can go for a walk on the beach, you can take a shower or a bath, you can surf in the ocean, you can go paddleboarding, you can ice skate. There's so many ways of connecting with water. You just have to find one that works for you. All right, I hope you enjoyed your pick a card reading for this week. If you enjoyed this reading, please share it with others who will also enjoy it. If you're not subscribed to my channel, hit the subscribe button and also ding that little bell icon to get notified when I upload new videos. And until we meet again, bye. You have chosen group number 4 with the sodalite crystal. I'm going to go ahead and put that over to the side. And we are going to get right ahead into your reading. Now let's see where your current energy is. Where is your current energy with relationships and being single AF? Oh, okay. That card flew out on the ground. Okay. So the card that flew out on the ground is the Ace of Wands. This is like inspiration, a new beginning. So currently where you are, Ace of Wands. Now let's see what you still need to work on, and then we'll really go over all of this. So what you still need to work on is the Nine of Wands. This is like that last stance, kind of defending what you've created, how you can attract a new person into your life. How can you attract a new person into your life? Ooh, that card flipped over. So how you can attract a new person into your life, Four of Cups. So maybe not dwelling on things from the past. And how you will meet this person. Oh, okay. How you will meet this person. Seven of Wands. And then the potential outcome, Ten of Swords. So let's put that there. Okay, Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands is where you currently are. The Ace of Wands is new ideas, manifesting, and aha moments. This ace is the spark of potential creation. And I think what you're trying to create or manifest is love. Now, one of the tricks with manifesting love is to be the love that you want. Because in the energy world, like attracts like. Now, what you still need to work on is the Nine of Wands. This card is about determination, defiance, and defending. And the girl in this card is defending her post, even though the other soldiers have already left. So what you need to work on may be being less defensive and not taking things so personally. It's time to let your guard down, and it's time to send out the energy that you want to receive. Now, how you're going to attract a new person is the Four of Cups. This is kind of what I like to call the brat card, because the girl here is being a total brat. She does not appreciate what she has. All she does is focus on what she does not have. Now, if you follow the law of attraction, you know that whatever you focus on is what you attract. So if you're focusing on the void of a relationship, then you'll get more of that void. So if you want to attract someone new, you have to stop being like the girl in the Four of Cups and remember to be the energy that you want to attract. Then How you're going to meet this person is the Seven of Wands. So the Seven of Wands is about determination. And I call this card Haters Gonna Hate because the girl in this card has emerged on top. And the second she gets to the top, people start throwing wands at her. So those are wands that people are throwing at her. You know, they don't like that she is up the top. So sometimes haters are going to hate just because you have something that they want. This is jealousy. And she puts her bubble of meditation around herself and just keeps on going forward. And she doesn't pay attention to what people are saying or tweeting or, putting on social media. So I'm not exactly sure how you're going to meet, but I'm really getting the feeling like whoever this is that you are going to meet might be somebody in the public eye, or they have tons and tons of followers. Because I'm getting the feeling like you're gonna have to put this bubble around you because people might become very jealous of this relationship. And like I said, haters gonna hate. Now, the outcome, the Ten of Swords, this card usually talks about healing. And the mantra is no more swords, just healing. So, swords have to do with the things that we say to ourselves and the things that people say to us. So, I think what this card is telling you is if you want to be with this person, you're going to have to develop a really thick skin. People are going to talk and they're going to come to their own conclusions about your relationship. But the only people that matter in a relationship are the two people in the relationship. So don't let haters ruin a relationship for you. Be the energy that you want to receive. And when you get this person, appreciate them and don't take their love for granted, because if you do that, they're just going to leave. So now what I'd like to do is get a couple messages, get some oracle messages. And I've already pre-shuffled this deck, but let's see what the angels have to say about this relationship. Okay. All right. So the first message from the angels is, it is up to you. Yes, it is up to you. Um, it's up to you to let go of, being defensive and acting like that brat. Because if you just continue to act like that and focus on the things that you don't have and not appreciate the things that you have, nothing new is ever going to come in for you. So let's see if the angels have any other messages. Oh, that one came over. Okay, so perfect timing. This is not going to be something that you can force. This will come in divine timing for you after you have put in the work on yourself. Once you've put in the work, the universe will bring this in for you. Now let's see, one more. Oh, recovery just kind of popped right over. So yeah, so recovery. There's definitely going to be this recovery period for you. It's almost going to be like recovering from the loss of something. The loss is going to be the loss of this negativity. You really have to stop doing this to yourself. Because once that boat starts, or not a boat, but once the car starts driving down the hill of negativity, it's really hard to turn that car around and get it going back up the hill. So this will take some time. It's not going to happen overnight. Actually, I should just put these down here. Now I'd like to get one of the chakra cards for you, so we can see where this is, lying in your chakras. Okay, so the card that I pulled for you is Great Big Love. Now, Great Big Love comes from your heart chakra. This is where compassion, love, forgiveness, acceptance, peace, and wholeness come from. So I think that this card is perfect for this reading because one of the things that I keep saying is to be the love that you want. And this card wants you to know that now is the time to fall in love and call in the awareness of this great big love. But to call in this great big love, you really do have to be this great big love. You have to send this energy out into the world if that's what you want to receive back. So today, go out there and start being the great big love that you want so you can start attracting this love. Now, I'm also going to get a self-care oracle card. Also pre-shuffled this deck as well. So let's see. All right. So the card that came out for you, the self-care card for you, is clean your space. So the mantra with this card is when my physical space is clean and tidy, my mind is clear. Now, I do have a video on my channel called How I Manifested 5,000 YouTube subscribers. And in that video, one of the steps to manifesting my subscribers is to clean your space. Because energetically, when you clear your space of old stagnant energy, what you do is you open that space for new energy to come in. So if you have things in your closet that you haven't worn in 2 years, get rid of them. That's old energy. And, go through the junk drawer in your kitchen, go through the makeup that you haven't used in a long time and clear all that old energy out to make space for new energy to come in. Also, if you have objects from past relationships, I would also encourage you to clean those out as well, because those hold residual energy from those relationships. And if you want new energy to come in, clean that old energy out. And then lastly, if there is a cleaning project around your house that you've been dreading to do for a long time, do that one first. Do that one first and get it out of the way. Then notice how good you feel once you've cleaned that energy out. All right, I hope you enjoyed your pick a card reading for this week. If you enjoyed this reading, please share it with others who will also enjoy it. And if you're not subscribed to my channel, hit that subscribe button and also hit the little bell icon to get notified when I upload new videos. Until we meet again, I will see you then. Bye.